Get ready with me for a wedding while I talk about some of my most recent comments and trends that I'm seeing when it comes to parenting. So the common theme that I've been seeing on my posts recently about, when I talk about parenting and how people are coming down on me for speaking on what my mother did to me as a child, they continuously say that we need to be understanding that our parents went through things too, and that they experienced things too. Though I don't disagree with that sentiment, I think that sentiment is a bit misleading, because when you're children, you're just growing up in a world, you're trying to understand things, you're trying to get to know yourself, you're trying to establish who you are as a person. And all you see your parents as your mom and your dad. So that's an unfair thing to say to a child, or to say in these circumstances that we need to be more understanding that our parents went through things because we were kids. For example, I'm currently in the process at the age of 29 getting to know my father. 29 years old, I am just now getting to know and understand my father's story and what he experienced while he was growing up, also what he experienced while I was a child. Though I am very sympathetic, empathetic, and understanding to what he endured as a child, and realizing that my father was in an abusive relationship with my mother while I was also being abused by her as well, that still doesn't change the fact that I was a child, and what happened and how I was treated and how we were treated while we were children had a huge negative impact on our lives. As children, we look to our parents for guidance. Our parents can't look to us to be their saviors. They can't look to us as children to be the people that save them through whatever turmoil and the things that they experienced, or what they went through, or what they were currently going through in their life, or what they went through as children. Once you make the decision to become a parent, then what happened to you should have been healed and worked through and worked on, and you should not ever use your children as a scapegoat and a reason to take out your past on them. That's unfair, that's a bit abusive, and that makes you an unfit parent. I'm really tired of hearing people say, well, our parents had unhealed trauma. That's their fault that they didn't heal their trauma. And no, that is not victim blaming, because it is our responsibility to heal. So as an adult, I can definitely sympathize with my father. I never got a chance to know my mother's real story, because she fabricated a lot of things that happened in her life. And her and I don't have a relationship anymore. So, but as an adult, I'm getting to know my father as an adult now, and it's great and it's fantastic, and it allows me to see my dad as an adult and as a person. But that shouldn't be our responsibility as children. As children, we don't understand that. And I am 29 years old, just now getting to know my father and what he went through. But that doesn't change what happened as kids. That doesn't change how we were treated as children. That doesn't change our trauma. We've also got to let the misconception go that we have to be understanding or accepting of what our parents went through, because I disagree with that as well. I don't have to forgive anybody I don't want to forgive. I don't want to have to be understanding of anybody's story that has caused harm to me. I don't have to do that. So let's not allow that to be a narrative that we're pushing when people are discussing their trauma. Oh, forgive and forget and you'll move on. That's how you heal. That's not necessarily how you heal. You don't have to forgive anybody you don't want to forgive. My point is, our parents decided to have kids before they were ready. And we don't actually have to accept their apology. We don't have to forgive them. We do need to heal so we don't pass it on to our children. But our parents made their decision, and however we decide to deal with that is how we decide to deal with that. But anyway, I think my husband might be the luckiest man at this wedding. What do you think?